Nice. And
Yes.
ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to it. It's another edition of the Triple T, the Tasty Teardown Tuesdays, where we tear down a device. And we have a talk with a local international vape celebrity superstar. Unfortunately, tonight we've got Johnny Overkill, all the way from the UK. Scotland, correct?
Yes.
Scotland.
Yes.
Yeah, up there north. He is an American, so but living in Scotland. And yeah, he makes the most amazing 3D printed lipo monster mods that we're going to talk a lot about tonight. Johnny, welcome to the show. How you doing, bro?
Thank you very much for having me. I'm doing really good. Yeah.
You're really good.
Really good, yeah. And I should point out, I do make other things as well. Like, we do a beautiful selection of mods.
Is there
we're known for our
anything else we would care about?
No, not really. Probably not.
I mean,
the only reason I make the other ones is purely a formality for
paying the bills.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, you know, like maybe a Iron Man mask or something. Your workshop is
vape out of. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, your workshop is every teenage boy's wet dream.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Much. It is essentially a midlife crisis in a room. That's what my
100%. That's a tangible midlife crisis.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing.
I can't see any of the comments, by the way.
Oh, I can. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's cool.
Steam Pugs is in the house. The first guest coming in on YouTube, as well as Neil McCullum is in the YouTube lands as our spanner tonight. Thank you very much, Steam Pugs, for being here. Appreciate the offer, my mate. Andre Fenters first in Facebook. Good evening. What's happening? So I think we need to do like a full background before we actually get into what a lipo device is, and we particularly targeting the vapors that aren't really into the old school way of doing things. Mr. Mark Hatman is in the house. Hatman in the house. What's happening? Josh Chinley is in the house. Chris Hollinshead is in the house. Jake Vapes, the Amish Vapor, is in the house. What's happening? So, a lipo mode. I know that you're going to struggle tonight a little because you're dadding at the same time as being famous and shit.
Yeah, I'm juggling you guys and little baby bum and a child at the same time. So if you can't multitask, get the...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No,
the OCD makes us multitask much better.
Yes.
So, Overkill Mods. How long have you been around, bro?
So, we've been around in an official capacity for about 2 years now.
Cool.
And before that, it was more of an unofficial capacity. So, in total, about 5 years. And when I say unofficial capacity, it was very much like kind of mods here and there, only through word of mouth and Facebook. And then things kind of took off from there. It was actually after an expo. I had made a world first of a 500 mil squonk mod.
Yes.
That was just like big and grotesque. And I made 2 of them and took them to expo as showpieces with me and my friend. And you're interrupting again. Shoosh. Yeah, you're done. You can get down. I'm telling the story here. I'm trying to convey the message of Overkill. We don't have any yogurts. Jesus. So yeah. Anyway, took these 2 giant mods with me and my pal to expo, and some Italian distributor guy just approached me while I was vaping on one. He was like, "How much do you want for that?" And I was like, "Nah, man, they're not for sale. They're just showpieces. They're just for fun." He was like,
"Yeah, just
how much?" So I pulled a number out of my ass, and he whipped out this massive wad of cash, gave it to me, and went on his way. And came back home, and I said to where I was working at the time, I was working at a vape shop at the time, and I was like, "Listen, this seems to be quite popular. How would you guys feel about me doing this outside of work?" And they thought about it, and they came back to me with, "Well, if you're going to sell them, do it through us. Promote your brand through us. but anytime you want pictures or anything like that, we want our juice included with that. And I was like, okay. And it just felt a little limiting to me. Hence, it just felt a bit restrictive. Oh, Jesus, somebody's at my door now.
Go for it, man. No, don't stress. Don't stress. I'll check in comments here what's happening.
Yeah. I'm going to go shoo this person away now.
Andy Carruthers is in the house. Where do we go?
Hi.
Neil McCallum says, all multitasking
Can I
tonight.
give you a ring back later?
You guys want to say hi to my neighbor?
Hi, neighbor.
Say hi.
You're international now, neighbor.
Oh, he's not after, okay. Okay.
Johnny, Chris Holland's head says, Johnny is one of the nicest guys in the vaping industry. Got a lot of love for this dude.
I went away for 2 seconds. Why are you in my spot? I'll sit over here then. Can I sit there? Cool, thank you. Yeah, my downstairs neighbor is also one of Rosie's nursery nurses. So I get like all the anyway. Nobody cares about that.
Everyone cares about kids. Come on.
So I sold one of these mods and went back. Told them that I'd like to sell them. They basically wanted to have complete control over how I sold them. I handed my notice in the next day and went to work for myself, basically. And just started, in the beginning, just designing stuff. And then at the time, we were living where we are now, but downstairs, in the downstairs flat. And that's a whole other story. But we had 2 3D printers that were in the child's wardrobe because that was the only place for them to be running. Yeah. And yeah, I was doing soldering in like the dining area where we would sit and eat dinner and stuff like that. And I had a laptop and hang on. Good old tablet. Don't do that. Wait. There you go, knock yourself
What's
out.
up, Birdman, all the way from Australia? How you doing, mate?
Hey, Birdie, how's it going, man? Yeah, so it pretty much just grew from there, and now we moved upstairs where there was a whole extra bedroom, and I've set up shop in there, and we've got 4 3D printers, a resin printer, a CNC machine now, and in future we're getting an industrial printer that is just gonna blow the lid off people's minds when it comes to design work and stuff like that, which is gonna be awesome. And yeah, it's just I've always kind of touted myself as being like, I'm a vapor myself. I've been vaping from the beginning. And I originally set out to create stuff that I enjoy using. So I love the giant, kind of big, 40 millimeter tanks and things like that. And it kind of clicked in my head. It was like, well, there's not a whole lot of mods out there that cater to these monstrously large, drippers and RTAs and stuff like that. I'll make them. So yeah, just started making them, and we have met some amazing people along the way, like Steve, who built our website and runs our website, and yeah, have built an amazing little kind of group that promotes and just love being involved in stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you seem rather popular. A lot of people. Josh Tinley says you're a top guy. Darren Bentley says I have 1 or 2 Overkill mods.
Yeah, Darren Bentley is a super fan. Darren owns one of every mod I have ever made.
Holy shit. That's awesome, bro. You see, you'd only get this in our community.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, anything that I come out with, Darren has to have one, which I love. And yeah, it at least guarantees me that during that mod's release, I'm going to get to buy some groceries that week. So.
You're going to sell one. I know, even if I make a piece of shit, I'm going to sell one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Darren's actually in the Overkillers group, which is like our rep team. A phenomenal guy. And yeah, has a lot of love for Overkill. Yeah.
Graham says you're getting more Scottish.
I know, eh? Absolutely. It's absolutely terrible. No.
Bro, every time I go to a Scottish accent, I just think, well, I don't even know if you're young enough. Do you know what train spotting is?
Yeah, man. Come on. How old do you think I am?
I don't know. 28.
37.
What?
Yeah, man. Yep.
Nah,
37
fuck.
years.
I'm moving to Scotland. There's something in the water.
I just put it down to a good skincare routine. Like, I wash my face twice a day. Yeah.
Nah, surfer boy my whole life. I don't have any skincare things.
The earth is your skincare.
Yeah, my wife accidentally put suntan lotion on me once. I nearly died.
I can believe that.
No, it's like, I just don't like that feeling. Like that slimy stickiness all over you. Like
Horrible greasy.
Oh, no, I hate it.
No,
I hate it.
Good. It's not good.
Mr.
Yeah.
Les Sosa's in the house. FP Vapes is in the house. Savage Simon is here. Michael Chappy Chapman is here too. Steam Pugs. Hey, Simon. So, yeah, so then you kind of like took the big step off the ledge.
Yeah, it was
Became
terrifying.
your own boss. How fun is that?
It's terrifying. It's like probably one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced as a human being, because you kind of go from this. I mean, I've always been entrepreneurial. Like, when I was growing up, I was always trying to figure out like side hustles and things like that, how to make extra money on the side of like doing normal full-time work. And
So
in the beginning, the whole prospect of like being my own boss and not taking all those rules you're conditioned to follow in a workplace and just like throwing them out the window.
do you consider yourself as ADHD?
Oh, 100%. I was diagnosed when I was 10.
Yeah,
And
it's one of the attributes of being ADHD, and it's such a funny look. There's I think it's on TikTok. There's a guy called ADHD Dave.
Yes.
And he was like, an ADHD person will find a way to make a business out of anything. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I would constantly growing up through different things. Yeah, I was constantly doing that, and it was never from a greed standpoint of view.
No.
It was never about like getting rich. It was about being successful.
like, this is cool. I can get it to other people because this is cool. Like,
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest downfall in the beginning. Is like, I would get anyone send me a message, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll send you a whole bunch of shit. My wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, he really likes it. And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, if he really likes it, he'll really pay. I'm like,
That's exactly the same conversation I have with my partner. Is like, people ask for random things, and I'm like, yeah, cool, that sounds awesome. I can do that. And then
because you get excited about it.
Are you charging them extra for that? And I'm like, no. And she's like, why? Why not?
So if anyone knows, Bearded Viking Customs, you can buy all of our stuff on our website. And if you want it in a particular color or color sequence, which is a custom, I don't charge any extra. We just fucking make it.
Well, that's the same with the mods. Like, so I can make a standard, my color of choice of color of chassis and door designs and stuff like that. But where's the fun in that? Like, where's the uniqueness in that? I was a big admirer back in the day, their kind of heyday of 3D printing of suicide mods. And I loved what they did, and I loved the technology that they were using, because I'm a massive sucker for gadgets and cool tech that can like make stuff. And it was really them that got me into kind of toying with the idea of, well, I could get my own 3D printer. And it was never about making mods in the beginning. It was just, well, that's cool that they made that with a 3D printer. I could get a 3D printer and make whatever I wanted. And I just fell into kind of vaping stuff because I made myself one. And people were like, well, that's really cool. Where can I get one of those? And I was like, oh, I made it. And they're like, oh, can you make me one? I was like, oh, I don't know. Like,
yeah, and then there's also that thing where people like us say, like, I can't make you one. And the people are like, wow, you made that one. I'm like, yeah, but like, I know the imperfections of this one that I made, and I'm happy with that, and I can't expect somebody to be okay with that. And then we become these perfectionists that never sell shit because we're and I think we're scared of success because
Do you know what?
you work hard.
Yeah.
You're working hard towards something, and if you get there and it's a success or a failure, now what do? It's better to be a failure than I can carry on working on it. If it's a success and I don't have anything else to work on, then what do I do with my whole life?
There's a thing that was, I think it was ADHD Dave that pointed this out, but it's called imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard of this?
Yes.
It was like, holy shit, I definitely have that. Like, you always feel like at any moment somebody is just going to burst the bubble and go, well, this person's a massive fraud. Like, this is rubbish what they're doing. Why is it? And it's like, I always felt like that, like making the mods and stuff like that. Like, I am super hard on myself when it comes to quality, repetition. Like, I want every mod I make to be identical to the perfect image I have in my head. And if it's not, if there's like a little inconsistency that nobody else but me would notice, I would throw it in the bin. I've gotten a lot better at saying, okay, well, that's really not that big a deal.
And then,
in the
like,
back of my mind,
you think it's an imperfection, and people are like, oh, I've got a unique piece.
I've never looked at it like that before. But in the back of my head, I'm always like, the customer's going to get this, and they're going to be like, I paid this much for this piece of crap. What the hell?
Because we don't understand. All it is some resin PLA, and I was having fun one night, and it came out 15 hours later, and somebody wants to pay me money for it. And I'm like, but it's just PLA. It's like, it's just, Well, I think we're too hard on ourselves. But Hatman said, you at Expo, you too. I think in the English language, what Mark is trying to say is, will the two of you be at Expo this year?
Would you two lovely gentlemen be
yes.
RSVPing to the event in Birmingham in May? Yes.
Yes, we shall, Mark.
I will.
We shall be frequenting that occasion.
One will be there with bells on.
And one will be there with whistles. All the fucking bells and whistles, bud.
That reminds me, I gotta print so many whistles now.
It's cool to have someone who caters for this. Is not vaping on my pen. Is a big fat lipo. Steampug says, it's cool. I know someone who caters for those of us who are not into vaping on a pen. Big fat lipo mods are just better. Nothing hits like a lipo. Yeah, I mean, lipo batteries are genuinely the KFC of the vaping world. Like,
they are.
It's just, everyone can say they don't want it and they don't like it, but when they have it, they're like, oh my fuck.
But at the end of the day, they're elbow deep in that bucket.
Yeah.
Like, licking gravy off the floor. Yeah.
FV Vape Show says, sorry guys, I just jumped in without a what's up. Brent, is this is what I love about you. I thought I knew all the UK scene, and boom, Overkill. Never seen his oversized beast before. Love it. Yeah.
See, this is it. People fall into one of two categories with the brand of Overkill. It's like they know who we are, or they have no idea who we are, and I get to turn somebody else on to all of the lovely things that I get to make.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've probably had a Snowwolf 200, which was a lipo back in the day, and then things evolved into like better batteries and 21700 duals and blah 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 blah. And then I had Batman on the show, and he's just all like big, like lipo, and I was like, nah, that's a niche thing. That's a his thing, you know. And then when we caught up the other day, or a couple months ago, then started talking, and I was like, damn it, I can feel it. I can feel it growing, and bro, I want a lipo. I want a lipo so bad. I want this lipo in my hands so bad, because every week I'll just change the color.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. Chris Hollinshead says, that's why I went to Johnny for my custom mod, as I knew he'd make it work and make it look awesome. Thank you, Chris. Ohms Readers in the house as well. Dre's Vape Reviews is here too. Nick Bradley Sutton. What's up, Mark? Is as bland. Who? Mark? Nick Bradley Sutton. I think I don't. Yeah, I'm struggling there. Words. So, oh, I see you got your glasses on. I got my glasses last week. My first pair of reading glasses because I'm 42, and I don't know. I think after 40, all the shit fell apart. Check this.
Ooh, those are nice. What are those? Ray-Bans.
Glasses. That's what they are, bud. I don't know. Wait, they're called Vintage. The brand.
See, my plan later on when we get the industrial machine is to print myself my own pair of glasses. And then hopefully get a certain individual who knows how to do really good castings and stuff like that. Get them sent over there, the file sent over there so that we can make our own custom glasses.
But wait, it gets better. If you subscribe now, I've been thinking, since I've recently become a blind person, to make the arm part because I keep breaking those off. So do you know what Kydex is?
What is
Kydex?
Kydex? No.
So it's kind of like layer upon layer upon layer of like carbon fiber or Kevlar, but it's Kydex. It's not carbon fiber or Kevlar, but it's a matting that you put together with resin and compress it, and it's super strong. But when you shave through it, the guys use it for like knife scales. Then you've got all these different colors going through it.
You've got that gradient running through it. Yes.
And you've got a CNC machine.
Yes, I do.
And I've got a CNC machine.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is what got me thinking. Denim Kydex.
Oh God, denim is no.
Yes.
Denim is like
no. Yes.
Denim is
no.
Like, you know what denim is? Denim is the flag of the alcoholic. I refuse to wear anything apart from jeans.
I don't. Denim. I won't even wear jeans. But what better use for denim? Layer upon layer denim. It can be any kind of fabric.
Suppose, yeah.
Yeah, and you do it in that same form. Resin compress. CNC out what you need. Oh my God, the chat is flying. Oh, Tobias is here. Skull.
Tobias.
I don't know what happened there. I think there was a little lag. Okay. I'm missing a whole bunch of comments, but I'm geeking out right now. So Johnny Knoxville Overkill Cash Mods went and made mods, gave up his whole life, started making really big, ridiculous mods. And where are your mods available?
They are available via our website, overkillmods.co.uk. You can see the plethora of devices that we offer everybody. And we're always adding to it because I'm always dreaming up new things. So, Rosie, chill. Why is it still making that noise? Right. Sorry.
Because feeding a bowl of M&Ms and Skittles for dinner is not dinner, Dad.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That was maybe the pick and mix for dinner was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
Chill and watch the shows, okay?
Dad's going to spoil you while Mom's not home.
Yeah, pretty much. So you can get them on our website, and we hold all of our waffles on there, and we hold all of our, charity events and things on there as well, where you can buy tickets and stuff for that. Well, I'm on the phone for minute.
Hey! Hi!
Yes, you can see Daddy. Yeah. So don't interrupt, okay? Yeah. So yeah, that's where you can get it all. And if there's something you don't see, then I'm always open to alternative stuff, as long as it's not too stupid, because people seem to like. I've spent so much time designing what you see on the website and stuff like that in terms of like the devices. I mean, we've got a mouth to lung device, dual 21700, dual 18650, unregulated, regulated lipo, multi battery, you know, all the bells and whistles. But you always get that one person that's like, could you make me a 4 lipo in parallel box mod that can put a 100 millimeter top on? And I'm like, no. I mean, yes, I could, but no, I don't have the time to like sit and design that from scratch in a mix all the other stuff that I'm sitting and designing from scratch.
So yeah,
stuff that we're getting things.
So you've got a standard set of like a standard range of mods, and then the customization comes where they want like Overkill written here with one color and a border.
The only thing we never negotiate on is where the Overkill logo goes.
Okay.
That's it. Everything else, the color, the button color, the wiring configuration, the panel designs, 510 colors, all of that is up to the customer. But we do have, yes, you can see Daddy. We do have a section that is surprise me. So if you are like me and are way too indecisive to decide what you want on a mod or what color you want it to be.
Dude, that's so cool.
You just click the surprise me button and I do my own interpretation of what I think is cool and make it up and send it out.
Yeah, so we've got a sort of similar thing that happens by accident. We've got a freaks. So nice. we name products freaks, and they freaks of nature, never to be repeated, can't be repeated, impossible to repeat. Where we're pouring resin, we've got leftover resin, so we put that resin into a mold and still put it through the pressure chamber and everything. But every day it gets another layer.
Oh, nice.
Or it's like if we're working with 6 different colors and there's 3 colors left over, those 3 colors just get mushed together, and however it comes out. Like, and that's a freak. So yeah, the freaks are the one-offs that no one else can ever get.
Yeah. Right, I'll turn the lights on though. Jesus. I think I could help these days.
Michael Chapman says, got to get 2 new doors made at some point for my blam. Blam?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I did a run. So, going back to the whole perfectionist thing, I was basically just stockpiling all these mods that had, like, little imperfections but were physically fine. And rather than destroying them or throwing them out, I was like, well, I'll just sell them really cheap as blem mods.
Blam. Just blam.
Blam. So yeah, that's what I did. So we had a handful of different ones that were like had various things, maybe like a little clog in one area where it wasn't quite as perfect in one section, or you know, something messed up, but it completed anyway and was still fine to be built on. And I'll go and sit there.
Yeah, and then you can always just like charge people extra because it's made with recyclable products.
It is made with recyclable products.
Yeah. Good evening, Richard Wales. What's happening, dude? Welcome.
Richard.
So, I think it's about that time.
Well, you've kind of already done it. Like, inadvertently held it up.
Have I? Did I bugger that up?
You did. Yeah. Look at that.
Overkill. Oh, can't really see it that well, but I can in the camera. So that's
in my camera.
That's a full resin, and look at the size of that thing. So you're going to be making resin mods soon.
Yes. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. I've always been a huge admirer of kind of resin and hybrid and stab woods mods and things like that. But it's always felt like it's really been too far out of my reach in terms of the machinery needed to do it and the materials used. but I've slowly been creeping into wrapping my head around those processes and kind of getting those machines together, like the CNC machine and stuff like that, to start producing my own resin mods. Because I love how they look, and I love how individual they are, and how clean and just unique each one is. And I was like, I want to make those.
100%.
So yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think the way that we're gonna do it is the best way to do it, and then you can just use your CNC, like with the blanks. You could just make blanks, and then you could CNC that out at any stage. I think that curve is going to be a bit difficult without a 5-axis. Yeah. But I mean, just removing material, making sure all your tolerances are perfect inside there, you can have a lot of fun with this. And then colors.
Yes.
Does a lipo battery get warm?
So, lipo safety, I mean, lipos aren't very different from your kind of standard batteries. But the thing you have to remember is that they're still a battery. You still treat them the same way you would an 18650 cell. I'm really sorry if I lose reception in my kitchen while I try to get milk for my child. So as long as you're not abusing your battery, just the same way you wouldn't abuse, an 18650 or a 21700. I mean, I've had a lipo battery that I've had for over 2 years. It's never given me any problem. It's never spoiled up. It's never, it's never misbehaved or anything like that. Sometimes you can get them straight from the factory screwed up, and that can be annoying. But you just get it fixed. That's the beauty of a lipo, is you just pick it out and replace it with a new one. Hey, come on.
So in this mod, what size lipo goes in here? Oh, we lost Overkill. Oh, he's back.
My kitchen is a black hole for
Wi-Fi. All right, no worries, mate. I'm gonna just read through comments or whatever. You sort the little girl out, and I'll get back to you now.
That's okay.
Uncle Kurt is in the house. Hello, all the bodies. Das is in the house. Laggy frog chatter going on. Yeah, we had a little glitch earlier. I saw the comments just like spin on their heads. But I think we're back at it now. Mr. Witches Wales is in the house. Chris Holland's heads. Even your blames are awesome. Man. Trevor Vanya. Hi, guys. Evening. What's up, dude?
Trevor's another super fan.
Daryl Bentley says, I use my lipo most days.
Lipos are great. I love my lipos.
So if you have multiple lipo devices, do you switch your lipo to whichever device you're using, or do you have a lipo in each device?
I've got a lipo in each device. So the lipo mods, I tend to use, and this is going to be changing soon. It's not changing, but the lipos that I use are all hooked up to DNA mods, DNA chips, and DNAs are designed to be used with lipo mods. That's the whole purpose of their life, is to be connected to a lipo device. So they have that onboard balance charger. So yeah, when one dies, I just chuck it in to charge it, like via the USB plug, let it charge up, and I'll use another one.
And what size lipo goes in here?
2200 mAh 4S lipo. It's a good battery.
That'll last a day or two. Did you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I said that will last a day or two.
It does. Obviously, it depends on like
consumption.
Wattage and,
yeah.
But yeah, they tend to last a decent amount of time. I like them. I like them for that reason.
Just going through comments here. Steampug says probably get the 2200. So yeah, 2200 on this. Yeah, dude. I would love to have that capacity. I would have to find a 40 mil RDA or something to go on, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why have more if you're not going to use more?
Exactly. Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's like, go big or go home.
So, what's the smallest mod that you make? I mean, that's excessive. It looks like fun, and I'm really keen to give it a go. But day to day, I mean, there's not enough space in my pocket to carry this around.
The smallest mod we do is a single 21700 DNA 75C mod.
Ah, excellent. So you cater for...
Nice. Yeah. So we've got, in our regulated lineup, we've got a single 21700 DNA 75C, and then that jumps up to a dual 21700s 250C. And then from there, it goes to our mini lip, which is the miniature lipo mod. And then the fat lip and the SC, which is what you've got in your hands.
Yeah.
And then the Dominatrix, which is the largest mod that we make, regulated mod that we make.
Okay, don't stop there. This is not a TV show. I don't have a script. What's the biggest mod you make?
So the Dominatrix is a 10,000 mAh 4S lipo mods hooked up to a DNA 250C. And I can show you one because I have one that I'll be working on tomorrow in the workshop.
So you said you've got variable wattage or regulated devices. Are any of your lipos, do they like run mech?
Not on lipos, no.
So you need to have, what, a MOSFET chip in it or something? Explain that to us.
It would need to be a MOSFET or a PWM.
Yeah.
But we've got that coming in the pipeline, and so this is the smallest mod that we make. This is the single 21700 mod.
That's flippin' awesome, bro.
It's a nice little device. This one is the one that I designed for me, and because I mouth along a lot in the house and stuff like that, so I just need something nice and compact.
Yeah.
It goes all the way up to.
Well, take us through the stages.
Okay, so yeah, well, what I've got here, so we've got single 21700, and we've got. I don't think I've got a dual.
Richard Wales says this SC is bigger than his Hog XL.
It is, yeah. I don't have a dual 21700 thinking about. It then goes to our unregulated stuff. So that's a chassis I've not done the doors yet for. So that's dual 21700, big enough to put a 40 millimeter top on. So still a nice size. And we do a smaller version of that in the 18650 variants, and we also do a slim version of that that does a 30 millimeter top as well. And it then goes to, I don't have a mini lip, so I don't have my mini lip here. So that's a mini lip. So nice little smaller battery. Right there. I'll come through in a second. Hang on. Oh, I do have one. There you go. This is a chassis for a dual 21700. So again, not terribly big, but bigger than what you would get.
Yeah, I mean a little wider than a Hexome, little shorter.
Yeah. So it's like that's like the size of one there. And then the dual 21700 mini lip. And then you've got the fat lip, which is like the bigger version. So the fat lip and the SC are about the same size. They're the same height. They're the same kind of length.
Yeah.
They're just one's a little sexier than the other. And then you've got the Dominatrix, which is this one.
And that's a mod that people can buy right now on your website.
Yes. We sell these ones for $350. And as you can see, this one is set up for a DNA device as well. And this is the battery that it uses, right? So this is the lipo battery that is used in the Dominatrix mods.
That's unbelievable.
It is monstrously big. It weighs an absolute ton. I think that weighs about 400 or 500 grams, just the battery. And yeah, they won't let me ship it to Australia because the MA's too high. So that sucks for Australian purchasers. But yeah, that lasts well over a week. I think asked Trevor Vanna how long he got.
Yeah, you said over a week, yeah.
Yeah, over a week of battery life.
And then, about the lipos, how do you charge that lipo? Because it's got like cables hanging out of it.
So that connects directly to the DNA chip. And the DNA chip has what's called an onboard balance charger. And what that does is it makes sure that while it's charging the batteries up, it does so in a way that is safe for each cell.
Okay.
So it makes sure that they all charge at the same kind of rate.
Okay.
Balanced. To ensure that a safe recharge, basically.
Well, that's flipping interesting, because a lot of times you tell people, you know, the port on your device isn't for charging, it's for software upgrades or something like that. Emergency, if you need to charge it, don't charge it in your vehicle. But if it's a DNA chip, it's actually meant, it does its own balancing, and so the same as a desktop charger that balances the charge.
Yeah.
So a DNA chip does that. So DNAs I'm not the biggest fan of DNAs. So I've got a few, but I'm not the kind of guy to go in and put Batman on my screen.
No, me either.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a purpose-built chip for lipo devices. And I still make them, you know, without the lipo mods, and I use, you know, double cell or, you know, single cell. And that involves a little bit of extra wiring, just because with how the tap works, if you don't have that kind of tap at the bottom plugged in properly, the whole chip doesn't work.
Okay.
So it takes a little extra wiring to kind of wire a non-lipo device, a lipo battery. But with lipos, it's just a case of, you know, getting all your wires plugged into the right sockets, and then it basically just plugs in.
And if so, you ship the devices with the lipo in.
As long as they're. Can you move? Yes. No.
Hi.
Do you want to say hello to the world? Say
hi. Hello.
Okay, you're famous now.
Famous, yeah. Famously cute.
You're famous now.
So you ship your devices with the lipo inside it, except for the Dominatrix.
Australia is the only place I've ran into an issue with mailing the Dominatrix. America seems to be okay. But pretty much, I think that with how mail is done in whichever black magic they use, a certain Ma is too high, and apparently 10,000 Ma is too high to mail. So, yeah.
I've got a flippin', what do you call it, battery bank that's 20,000 Ma.
Yeah.
And I travel with it I haven't been to Australia yet, but I travel with that everywhere I go.
The rule of thumb with shipping things with lipos in them is they have to be connected to the chip. So yeah, I did that the last time I had a customer order out to Australia, and they sent it back to me, and they were like, the Ma's too high. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I got in touch with the customer. I was like, listen, they're stopping the shipment of this, and he's like, don't worry about it. I can get the battery here. If you can still send me the mods minus the battery, and that's no problem. So I was like, yeah, of course, I'll give you some discount on, you know, next mods and stuff like that for the cost of the battery sort of thing. So that's what I did, and yeah, he seems happy with that. So
sweet, man. Yeah, I see. We've got an awesome industry, and it's like I think the support that you get from I don't know, hobbyists. People. There's people that, like, I mean, majority of people are gonna look at this and go like, "Are you fucking mad?" But there's so many more people out there that are like, "Bro, I'm never gonna use that thing, but you flipping cool and what you make is awesome. I'll buy one." Like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bill Weinberg says, unicorn. Yes. There's somebody that pays attention. This color pattern or colorway is in our workshop called baby unicorn because it's baby blue with like a powdered pink and white. So it's very soft. It's not as aggressive. But yeah, I think we can. We'll do some things with it. We'll do some fun things with it.
It's gonna be cool.
Because sorry, that moved as a because most people leave theirs overcharging until they go bang. I think that's with regards to the lipos.
That's the other great thing about the DNA chips is that it has an automatic cutoff. So when your cells reach the appropriate capacity, it just it just stops.
Yeah, yeah.
It disconnects itself, which is good.
That's an interesting thing to find out about lipos or about DNA chips specifically that I didn't know until now. Craig, big guy, he says that mod will still be small in my hands.
See, this is I find this is the other thing, right? So we get.
I'll send you a photo tomorrow of me holding it and of him holding it. Yeah, he's gonna hold it like this, dude. He'll just. It's not called big guy for nothing.
Can you move, please?
Glenn Watson, what's up, dude? How you doing?
You need to stop. You need to stop.
No.
Oh, Nick Sutton says, I said the unicorn earlier. Nick, sorry, bro, I missed your comment. You know.
We'll have family.
It's there and thereabout. Where are we at now? Uncle Kurt Yeo. So Kurt Yeo is our advocate in charge of South Africa. He looks after vaping. And he's like, I like big mods. I can't deny. Craig McHale says, I think Vaporoni in Edinburgh has one. I think he's talking about the Dominatrix. Because that comment came...
They have the Octokill, which is an 8/18/650 mod. And that is actually smaller than what the Dominatrix is.
In capacity.
Yeah, so that's the one that they've got in their shop. Because it's not the biggest one that we do.
Yeah, Bill Weinberg says, I want that. More power. Everybody needs a desk mod for a whiskey night.
Yes.
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 So that it's hectic, dude. What is the plans for the future? We've got like 9 minutes left here. And I know you got to put some special person to bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So yeah, plans moving forward is... I'm not going to say too much about what's coming around April because it's kind of a big deal for me. It's definitely taking a leap from. I don't want to say that I'm a hobbyist because I think I've kind of surpassed.
You've surpassed that, yeah, definitely.
I still feel like a hobbyist because.
Well, because you're learning every day, but what?
Yeah.
The shit that you've forgotten, hobbyists are still learning.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very big league what's coming in April.
Awesome.
In my opinion. And of course, in the run up to April as well, you know, doing the collab with yourself with the resin stuff. I'm wanting to do more of that. So I'll be making my own kind of hybrid blanks and milling them. And yeah, so I'm really wanting to drive for like a premium option with Overkill.
Yeah, because I mean, it's about time. I think it's an unfortunate thing that people still see a 3D printed and like, oh, that's cheap. It's like, it's not cheap. Like, you know, you've got, what, 5-6 machines there, high-end machines that are printing perfection. So it's different.
But the people need to remember is like, these things aren't cheap to make.
No.
Like I don't take a terrible I don't make, you know, I don't live in a castle or drive a BMW or you know, stuff like that. I drive a two-door Seat Ibiza, you know, like I eat ramen noodles almost every day.
That's
Like,
what I had for dinner.
yeah, like I would say, especially with the regulated stuff, 50% of what you're paying for is going for parts. Never
Yeah,
mind the
yeah.
labor and the you know the time it takes to wire that up and design it and stuff like that. Half that money is going on the material used to print, the parts that go inside of it, and then we add in all of the overheads like clients. We add in all the overheads like electricity and time and stuff like that. I don't take a terribly big cut from
No,
that.
no, for sure, yeah. But I mean,
So, yeah.
it's about time that resin, stab wood, the next step,
Yes.
and giving more of what people want. You know, like people want
exactly.
diversity.
I've always wanted. It's always been a goal to make as many different types of mod as possible to cater to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be silly. There's some incredible. Thank you. There's some incredible people in the UK, creators that make absolutely stunning mods out of resin and wood and all sorts of stuff. And I want to throw my hat into that ring. Not because I think I can do better than them, but I would just love to be. I would love to rub shoulders with those.
Yeah, but it's like to expose your ideas that are flying around in your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're itching to come out, and I just need to figure out how to get from A to B to make that a reality. So, yeah. Cool stuff is coming.
Cool stuff is coming, and you're going to be at Expo?
I am 100% going to be at Expo.
Are you going to be as an exhibitor, or are you just going to be there?
So, both.
Cool.
Because Expo, and maybe a lot of people don't know this, Expo charge an extortionate amount of money to pitch up.
I know.
Yeah. And so this year I'm going as a freelance business person, if that makes sense. I'm going to be setting up a special deal on the website where you can buy a mod at an Expo price, and you pay for it, and you can just collect it from me in person
at the Expo.
Yeah. So I'm actually now, this is the first of 2 weekends. I'm printing, I've got every mod printing 6 mods in 4 different colors at the moment. My goal is to have between 40 and 60 mods available for Expo. Super cheap, much cheaper than what we sell them for on the interwebs and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I go to Expo looking for deals.
Yeah.
Because like that's all part and parcel, and I found over the past couple of Expos that's not the case. You're only getting like maybe £5 off. So yeah. I'm going to keep things nice and simple. We're going to do 21700 series boxes, all mechs.
Or you get guys like me that charge £2 extra.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be bothered to have coins in my pocket. like you want an Addy stand? I'm like, yeah, on the website. But then you got to pay for shipping. So it's kind of cheaper. But if you buy it from me at Expo, it's $20. And Addy stand's $20. Like, take it or leave it out. So, I can't do coins and don't have the capacity.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be selling them for £45-50 each. And yeah, I'm hoping to sell them all. And
I think you will.
Help spread the good word of Overkill.
Yes. Just want to finish off with a few things here. Richard Wales says Johnny now needs to make the smallest mod possible to go with the biggest.
Like an 18350 or something.
Yeah, 18350 lipo. That fits a Boro box.
What about a glove? Just design like a vape glove where like one battery there, a squonk bottle there, your Addy sits in between your thumb and your forefinger, and then when you squeeze it.
I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow.
But I always have these weird ideas. I was like, I've been thinking about designing a helmet that you just put on, and it has like an ear button that you push, and it has like a 2-way valve system so that you can inhale and exhale out one port, but it like drags your vape in one side and exhausts it out the other side. I was like, who wouldn't want that? Like,
I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. because I know you're going to go straight from here and put kitties to bed. Richard Wales says, I'll keep an eye out for you. First time in a long time I'm not on a stand, so I'll get to see it as a fan again. Can't wait. Yeah, Richard?
You know what? Yeah, I'm so looking forward to Expo just to get to meet people again. Like, oh, where'd you go?
I'm here. You went into the kitchen, looks like.
Are you there?
Yes. I can still hear you.
Are you there? Okay,
yes.
Cool. Apparently my bathroom is also a black hole for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Richard Wales says he's going to give me $19.99 for an Eddie stand.
Just make you suffer for that penny.
No, I'll just give it to him for free. Richard and our old friends.
Just take it.
But I'll find one that's got a little blem in it.
I might do some blend boxes.
Oh, hey, where's the spanners? We've got Love Face XYX, the man, best girls. We've been hacked.
What?
Yeah. Not hacked, just trolls.
Oh.
Delete.
10-year-old sitting in their mom's basement.
Yeah, that's in YouTube. Hold on, give me 1 second. We're gonna shut it off now.
Some 10-year-old in Russia.
Reported. Deleted.
See, I should have been smart and looked all this stuff out prior to.
Yeah, no, it's no worries, dude. It was an awkward time of the evening for you as well. I mean, 6 p.m. is bath and bed times. Appreciate you keeping your kid up a little bit longer. I'm sure she enjoys staying up a bit longer.
Nah, between 6 and 7 is like her telly time.
Oh, okay.
At 7, it's bath time, and then after her bath, we watch In the Night Garden, which is an acid trip if you've never seen it before. And,
no, I haven't.
Oh, it's just weird. So yeah, it's well, I need to go get your PJs. Yeah. It's just a weird show, and she watches that, and then she goes to bed at 7:30. So yeah, it's just a. I'm glad I could make it work though.
Yeah, me too. I'm stoked. It's been a lively show, I must say. But do you want to say anything in closing, mate?
Say anything in closing? Go to my website, overkillmods.co.uk. Buy my stuff. Give me work to do, because I'm a glutton for punishment. And yeah.
Bill Weinberg, he is located in Scotland, my friend.
I am. I ship worldwide, so don't let that put you off ordering something. Yeah, I will make sure a mod ends up in your hand if you order from us. One way or another. If I have to fly to Australia myself and deliver it, I'm going to make that happen. The shipping will be
100%.
insane, not the price of an airplane ticket, but I will get that mod to you.
And maybe take a holiday on the way. Why not?
I mean, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Pack 50 mods in your second luggage and sell them to vape stores around Australia.
Just run down the street throwing them at people. Happy Overkill!
What's up me duck? Alright, we're going to close out here. Johnny Overkill, thank you so much for being here, bro. I super appreciate you
so
keeping your kid awake a little bit longer or being distracted. I thank you for the effort. I really thank you for the effort, and I think everyone in chat and everyone that knows Overkill Mods thanks you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Flipping amazing products, bro. I'm super stoked, and like just to have that insight with somebody else that's in a creative part of the vaping industry, it's super cool to like understand that you understand like the entirety of your device, like the makeup, the soldering of the wires to which ports on the DNA board. Just shows that you've gone further than you needed to. I mean, you could just look at a diagram and do it, but you've spent a lot of time.
It's for me. It's not work. It's something I absolutely love and enjoy doing. And yeah, it's hard sometimes. Like it is absolutely hard to get the whole work balance.
Yeah.
Home and work balance thing right. And maybe there isn't a right way to do it. Like, and I'm just doing the best I can. But yeah, I love what I do, and I hope to continue doing it for as long as humanly possible. So yeah.
Sweet, dude. All right, we're done. Gonna close it up. Everybody in chat, thank you for being here. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all of that nonsense. I don't really care if you do or don't. But thank you for being here and watching. If you're watching a replay, cool to you too. Thank you for being here. And yeah, Johnny, thanks again, mate. I'll let you get on putting kids to bed.
Thank you.
Girls and boys, ladies and gents, remember, keep it cloudy.